think that we all can agree that communication is very important in a relationship, any type of relationship for that matter, right? But let's talk about what's even more important, understanding. Because once you understand something or somebody else, then you can take the feelings out of it. I think that sometimes we are so used to being conditioned to the discord anytime further explanation is required to get full understanding. Instead of willingly, providing further explanation so that everybody can be on the same page. We just be so used to, oh, now, I said this and now you got 8 more questions. Well, it might not be comfortable all the time, but if this is a conversation, I need to understand and you need to understand me so that we can actually be having a productive conversation and not just be talking, right? And I think sometimes that this is where people insert their emotions into conversations, because if you tell me one thing and I say one thing behind that, and you like, where are you coming from with that? You know what I'm saying? And now you asking more questions, and then I'm asking more questions. Somebody's bound to feel like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? How did we get here? Or how did this turn into this? Or they take it the wrong way. Now we, talking about this, and they probably did take it the wrong way that is causing further discussion. But that's the beauty of communication, because when you want everybody to be on the same page so you can get your actual point across, you want to make sure that they really understand where you're coming from, because what could look like one thing is really something else. And people can have conversation but really be having like 2 separate conversations for real. So I just think that is really important. Once you have understanding, there is no more feeling. There is no more feeling to insert in this conversation, because it's neutral. And that's about anything. When you can understand the why behind something, then okay, you don't have to agree. But now you don't have the feelings because you understand, but you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You understand, but it's not what you would do, type of thing. I remember I used to have this one couple, and the guy was like, as soon as she starts saying, I'm just saying, I already know she on some bullshit. I feel like that's a common term people say, but everybody got their triggers, right? And so I'm explaining to her, well, in situations where you genuinely want to be heard and you're not just talking shit, because we know we be talking shit. In situations when you genuinely want to be heard, leave those words out of the conversation, because automatically he's shut down. Automatically he's on the defense. Automatically he don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? And if it's a genuine concern or a genuine conversation or a genuine, I just want to tell you how I'm feeling, now that you know that he don't like to hear those words because mentally it does something to how he's going to react, eliminate them. It's really just that simple. This is what I mean by understanding the thought process of the person that you're talking to. Now, obviously, everything's not going to be that simple, because every relationship is not a close or intimate one where you have the opportunity to do that. But these are the things that you want to take note of when you are talking to somebody, because that's going to help you actually be understood when you know how the brain operates. So with all that being said, because I'm going to put it back on us, because we can't change nobody. We can't change how they are. We can't change how they communicate. We can only change us, right? And so the next time you feel misunderstood, ask yourself, are you really using the words that's going to give you the answers that you want? Are you conveying this message the best way that you can? That's ultimately what it's about. And this is how I am in situations, period. Like, once I can learn your thought process, then I can better understand how to communicate with you, because my communication style is very super direct, usually, right? And it can come across a certain type of way sometimes. And I wholeheartedly understand that, and I have to make adjustments, depending on who it is that I'm dealing with. I would rather not, but that's what you got to do if you want the understanding, right? But once you can understand, or once you learn the way somebody's brain works, then you can talk to them in their language. And it's not always about, well, they need to understand how my brain works. No, you the one with the problem. You know what I'm saying? You the one who feel like you're not being heard, or you the one who feel misunderstood. So you have to self-evaluate in those situations. So anyway, that's my piece.